Hi there, this is Shamin here. In this video, I'm going to talk about pathogens and communicable disease. Has this ever happened to you? A student next to you in class has been coughing and sneezing all day. You feel fine that day, but you also come down with a cold 2 days later. What do you think is the reason behind this? Example, common colds. So common colds is a kind of disease is caused by virus. So that means it's a triggers inflammation in the lining of the nose and throat. So that is contagious and can be passed one person to another person. So here is a pathogens. We know that this is a microorganism. So here is four types of pathogens. Number one, virus, bacteria, fungi. Today, we will identify the key structures and functions of viruses, bacteria, and protists and fungi. Explain how viruses, bacteria, protists, and fungi spread disease in humans and plants. Name examples of communicable disease in humans and plants. Here is a pathogen. So we know that this is a microorganism. So here is four types of pathogens. Number one, virus, bacteria, fungi, and protist. How do pathogens spread? Direct contact involves physical interactions with infected individuals, such as through blood or bodily fluids. Indirect contact involves exposure to pathogens via contaminated surfaces, food, soil, or air. Vector that is requires organisms to spread disease such as mosquito, mice, or ticks. Bacteria are single-celled organisms that lack a nucleus. Even though bacterial cells have a simple structure, they vary in different ways depending on the species. So this is the structure of bacteria, plasmid here. This is the small circular DNA molecules, and DNA contains genetic material, cell wall, and this is the plasma membrane, flagellum, and pilus. So this is the structure of disease caused by bacteria. Salmonella infections is caused by the bacteria Salmonella, which is present in contaminated foods and surfaces. Symptoms include abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. Citrus canker is caused by the bacterium Xanthomonas, is manifest as lesion and with a yellow halo affecting stems, leaves, and citrus fruits. Virus is a pathogen that can only replicate within a host organism. Virus genomes are also diverse, ranging from RNA to DNA, single or double stranded, linear or circular, with varying lengths and numbers of molecules. This is a virus, so this is the protein code that is provides a structure and keeps the genetic materials inside the cell. That is the protein spikes, so help attach to the host cell. And here is a membrane envelope, so not always present here. And this is the nucleic acid. This is the center. Okay, so yeah, this is the structure of virus. This is a virus. So how do viruses replicate? How do viruses replicate? So here's a virus invades the host cell, and here virus injects its genetic material into the host cell, and here virus genetic materials reprograms the host DNA and start to replicate itself. And then finally, if you see here, so here is a host cell is filled with viruses copies, and it's burst, and all the virus that is come out into the bloodstream to replicate the process, repeat. Disease caused by viruses, measles, is caused by the measles virus, transmitted through air droplets from coughing or sneezing. Its main symptoms are fever and skin rash. Potato leaf roll virus, this causes the virus carrying aphid infects plants and leading to the upward rolling of leaf margins, often accompanied by a crunchy texture when tasked. Think about it. What are the key differences between bacteria and viruses? Most bacterial cells have a defined cellular structure, virus not a cell. Many have villi or flagella to help with movement, has a protein coat that surrounds and protects the nucleic acid genome. Free lining cells that can live inside or outside a body, that is bacteria. And virus requires a host to replicate and survive. Fungi, these are organisms that contain a true nucleus and many membrane bound organelles. They include yeast, molds, and mushrooms. Most fungi are microscopic, but some produce fruit bodies containing spores. So here's the fungi main features, that is hyphae, chitin, or spores. Hyphae, that is the thread-like structure, that large mesh structure called mycelium. So yeast, a single-celled fungus, typically lacks hyphae but may form pseudohyphae, while budding is the primary means of reproduction. Some yeast species can also produce spores. Here's a disease caused by fungi, Atlas foot, a flaky white or red rash between the toes caused by a group of fungi called dermatophytes. Tulip fire disease, that is caused by fungus Botrytis tulips, leading to brown spores and withered, destroyed leaves, and in severe cases, a scorched appearance. Protists are diverse species that cannot be classified as plants, animals, fungi, or bacteria. Some are single celled, while others are multicellular. They are found almost everywhere, including as parasites in other organisms. Here's the main features. All protists have a nucleus containing DNA and other membrane bound organelles. They are also able to move using different types of appendages. So, disease caused by protist, that is malaria, is transmitted by female mosquitoes carrying species of Plasmodium single-celled parasites. Once the parasites enter the body, they travel and reproduce in the liver cells. So if you see here the picture here, mosquito bites infected person and becoming infected. An infected mosquito bites person who becomes infected, and infected liver, infected red blood cells. This is caused by protease, that is the potato late blight, that is the uh, caused by omicid Phytophthora infestans, which causes potato stalks and stems to decay into black slime. All right, check your understanding. How does each communicable disease below spread? Here's the answer, guys. You can check your answer. Summary: a pathogen is an organism that causes disease to its host. So, guys, this is your homework. Research how our bodies recognize and fight against pathogens Then share what you have learned by creating a poster in class. Is a diagram. How do viruses replicate? So you need
All
to
right,
draw a
guys. That's
diagram
all. Thank you
and
very
map it. It
much.
can help you